bruv. Why you think I'm lurking, bruv? Creep on him, lean on him, witnesses eavesdropping. Keep popping, they keep bopping like I ain't seen nothing. Don't make me upset, reach for an object. Who's that in the passenger? Brown skin, got big body. In my face, on me. Money, I got that for me. You're not popping, never pop nothing. Stop bluffing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the 49ers going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Watching that body.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a 1st down following that long gain. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 39 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll drop the throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go!
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! No, check, Patriot!
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
As they run the counter play. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here to his running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now third and 1. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a handoff looking right. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded inside the 5. Serious? So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Jay Ajayi's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 55 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ellis. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Over. Gone. Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. That's Ellis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It goes as a pickup at 23. And the 49ers are going to get a first. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Get this one up to about the 39 here. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in